Hi guys. So yeah, it's been a while. A lot of practice. There will be no cam for this video. It's just gonna be me talking about some things and direction my channel has been going. I know I made a similar video about 2 months back saying that I would probably be coming back to YouTube full time, and that was the plan. But you know, life happens and things come up. Um, Probably sounds like I'm making a lot of excuses, which could be seen like that, but basically to try to explain it without using a script. Um, I had planned on making videos, but um, I ran into some, I guess you could say, anxiety problems and depression, and I took some time to myself. I didn't really announce it because I feel like that's asking for attention. And basically the whole point of this video is not to ask for attention or ask for anyone's support. It's just explaining what my mindset was in and what I was doing, and the reason why I haven't posted any material. I've always tried to keep this channel pretty uplifting, besides the song covers I do, because I feel strongly that song covers, whatever song choice you take, should have the most emotion in it. So if I'm feeling sad, I will do a sad song cover. If I'm feeling happy, I'll do a happy one. That's the only time I ever show, I guess, me being down. When I try to record sessions when I'm not in a bad place and my happiness is genuine. Not to say that I'm in a bad spot right now. Like, I am fine. I got support around me. But for those who don't have support, they don't have anything to turn to, that could be something really difficult. And I realized that I was hitting a wall where I was making videos and trying to force myself to be happy, and it was not helping. So I meant to take only like a 2 or 3 week break, like I said, without announcing it, and just come back and just make videos, because I have done that before, where I take a week break and then come back and not really say much about it. It's just continue on where I left off. But then time slipped away. 2 weeks turned into 3 weeks, turned into a month, turned into a month and a half, and I didn't feel like I was getting any better. So I tried to take a look into what might be causing the way I was feeling. A lot of stuff came into effect. I didn't feel like I was accomplishing enough in my personal life. So I tried to focus on completing things that I meant to complete. Try to get things done. I focused on just myself, not trying to make anyone else happy. And basically, one of the things is I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I was playing this game that I wanted to be better at, and I set unrealistic standards for myself, and that would be League of Legends. And I got to a point where the game wasn't. I was playing the game the way the game was meant to be played, which is to play the game in your free time and have fun with it. I was playing the game to prove something, that I could climb, in air quotes, the rank system, and that I could be one of those people that was high up. I had a lot of fans because I was really good at something. And I came to a point where I realized I wasn't good at the game, and I couldn't accept that. I forced myself to do it even more. I was watching, no lie, I was watching YouTube videos 3 or 4 in the morning, literally doing nothing but watching guides, walking walkthroughs, walking how to improve skills. And then I would go to in the game and I would beat myself down about it. And it wasn't good. It didn't feel good. And you can't fault yourself for not being good at something. You're meant to do something else. You gotta find something that you are good at and you feel happy to do. And this was something that I had found fun at first for the first 2-3 years, and then I thought, well, hey, I find it fun. Why can't I make it into maybe a job or something that I do as a career? And that comes to a point where something you enjoyed becomes something you don't enjoy, and that's where I went to. Now, another thing that factored in is the community is not exactly the best audience. The people that play the game, not all of them, I will say, I'm not generalizing here, but a lot of them are very toxic. And this is not a game term I'm using, I am using this as a literal term. They take pleasure in making other people upset because it gives them an edge in the game. And I didn't want to be a part of that. I've always been someone that's tried not to be toxic. I like making people laugh. I derive pleasure from making other people laugh, even if it's at my own expense. And being on the receiving end of that was pretty bad. And I've met a lot of friends, don't get me wrong, I've met a lot of people through League of Legends that I enjoy talking with. I still talk with them to this day that I would never have met if I hadn't played the game. So would I have done anything differently, or would I have never played it? I would say no. But I think I could have come to realization sooner that I shouldn't be playing this game that's not good for my mental state. Now, I wouldn't say the game causes it. The atmosphere of the game and the theme is nowhere near emotion inducing. It doesn't cause rage, it doesn't cause depression, it doesn't cause happiness on the same face of the coin. It's a game that's meant to be fun, it's meant to introduce new things every so often like any other game. It's, I feel, the community that makes it into an image of a game that is for only very toxic people that find an edge into making other people upset. And I think that gives the game a bad image, because if you look at the game at face value, it's a beautiful artistic theme that this company has come up with. They have stories that are so awesome. I still follow, even though I don't play it anymore. I've actually quit for about a month now. And that was one of the things that I had identified that was hurting my depression. And I still follow the storyline of Ash, my favorite character. I still have the figurine that was bought for me on Christmas. I love the art style. I still dream of doing maybe art for Riot someday. Who knows? But for the game style and being involved in that community, I have found a lot of people that were positive. They make great things. If you ever heard of Ross Boomsocks or Ankle Spanking, or a lot of those YouTubers that it's not their goal to derive pleasure from making other people upset. It's their goal to try to make the game fun and do challenges and stuff like that. I know there's people out there, but it felt to me an overwhelming amount of toxic people versus the good. And when you're playing a game that you're just trying to have fun or try to get better at, that can harm you in more of the ways than people think on the other end. And I'm glad that I came to that realization, because not playing the game has made me less stress. I know that sounds crazy, but it doesn't feel like I have to prove anything. I know what I'm good at. I know what I'm not good at. I like to take time to think ahead, and League is one of those games where you have to think in the moment, react in the moment, and execute all in the same 2 seconds. And I'm not that kind of person. I think things through, and then I overthink it, and then I think it over again a second time and perfect it. And that's just my personality. I'm not the sort to make a quick reaction in that moment, and that's a game where you have to be quick. I'm not saying that I'm not skilled in making fast decisions. It's just I'm more of a playstyle where I think things through. So strategy, or games like MTG Arena, where I've been playing a lot recently, where you think things through and you take what's given to you, make a plan around it. And that's not random. So that was one of the things that I had to work through. But yeah, I uninstalled the game. And at first I was like, maybe this is a bad idea. Like I'm throwing 10 years of progress out the window. I have played this game for 10 years. But then I was like, but I feel a whole lot better now. I mean, I'd still talk to the people I used to play with, and some of them don't talk with me anymore, but I think that's just because we shared something similar, which was the game, which we don't anymore. It's fine. But yeah, that was one of the things that I took a look into and I stopped doing. Another thing was I was focusing more on my work and trying to reach out and grow my YouTube channel, which is not a bad thing, but I was focusing less on my life and more on the channel, where I guess you could say I should have been focusing on more trying to finish the things that I wanted to finish in my life before I did all the other hobbies and things that I enjoy doing, which is the YouTube videos, the content that I make. So I focused on, passing my exams, getting into a college. I've applied to multiple colleges now, so yay. I should be starting one fairly soon, but that's still something I'm working on starting soon, but it's in the works. Like, I've finished the steps I need to make to get it going, and I'm just waiting for them to get back to me. Another thing was I needed to make my work schedule to the point where I wasn't overwhelming myself with work, and that's what I did. I got a set schedule. I know what I'm doing now with my time, and that was another thing. The other third thing, the last thing I'll probably say, is I was trying to date. And if anyone that has been in the scene, you know how stressful it can be, how draining it can be on you, how sometimes it can put you down. And I was taking it way too personal. I went on a couple of dates, and let's just say it didn't go well. And I would take it to heart. I was like, there's something wrong with me. I'm ugly, or all the things that go through your head when it just don't go well. And I guess the thing that I realized is you have to realize that it's not something you did. might not necessarily be something the other party did. It just wasn't meant. I'm not gonna go into crazy things like there's a plan and that wasn't a plan for you. No, I just had to come to the realization that it wasn't meant to happen. And if the person, or if I did care about the other party, then it would have went somewhere. But because it didn't go somewhere, I took it to heart, and I had to realize I couldn't do that. And it was rough. And normally when this happens, I would just quit and just stay to myself. You know, the old hermit hatch pitches in my room, and I just start making videos and content and all that. But this time I've tried to continue on and stay in the scene. But yeah, that's that. And that was the other thing that was beating me down. But I've identified everything that was causing my depression. I've tried to fight it. Of course, depression, it's a real thing. It's hard to fight. You can't really make it go away. You just have to find what's causing it and work through it. And that's what I've been doing. And that was part of the reason why I haven't made any video content. Now, hopefully, my mindset right now is I want to, after creating this video to explain to you guys what's been happening, I want to jump off and create more content. But then, of course, I'm not quite sure, so I won't make a promise that I can't keep. I am hoping to upload videos steadily now. But if I can't, then just know that I'm still working through everything and trying to be a better me, basically. And yeah, that's it. That's me signing off, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.